and welcome to my channel April Flower Arts and Tushara. Today I am going to share with you my recipe for banana cake made with whole wheat flour. It's a healthier alternative compared to the regular one. It can be easily made at home. So let's see what are the ingredients we need for that. Firstly, I have the oven preheating at 350 degree Fahrenheit or 180 degree centigrade. With this recipe, you can make one loaf of the banana cake. For that, you need 3 overripe bananas. This is one more recipe where you can use the overripe bananas. If you haven't checked out my previous recipe for banana ice cream, please do check it out. Next, you will need 2 cups of whole wheat flour. If you do not want to use whole wheat flour, you can use the regular all-purpose flour or maida. 3/4 cup of sugar. Since the bananas are already very sweet, you don't need much sugar. You will need 1 large egg, 1/3 cup of flavorless cooking oil. You can also use butter instead. 1/3 cup of plain yogurt or curd. This makes the cake very soft, moist and fluffy. You will also need a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, and other optional ingredients are I have taken here chopped almonds and raisins. This is optional, or you can use even your favorite dry fruits and nuts. And one more ingredient is cinnamon powder, which gives a very nice flavor to the cake. Even this is optional. You will need about half a teaspoon of this. Today I am going to use a regular loaf pan to bake the cake. If you don't have this, you can even use a 9-inch baking tray like this. I'll prepare the baking tray. For that, I'll be using an aluminium foil to line the baking tray so that the cake comes off very easily. Or else you can just butter the sides of the baking tray. So this is how I have lined the baking tray with the aluminium foil. It's better to leave a bit of flap on the side so that it will be easy to pull the cake later. The thing to do is peel the bananas and chop it into small pieces. I've taken the chopped bananas in a bowl in which I'm going to make the batter. So with the help of a fork, I'm just going to mash it up very nicely. I've mashed up the bananas very well. To this, I'm gonna add the 1/3 cup of oil and 1/3 cup of yogurt, which I'm going to just beat it well before adding. With the help of a whisk, I'm just going to mix all the ingredients very well so that they are completely combined. The next ingredient to go in is the sugar. And again mix it very well. This is a very easy cake to make. You don't need any cake mixer or any machines or instruments. After mixing in the sugar completely, next I'm going to add the egg. Just break it into it. After adding the egg, just beat it a little, just for 1 or 2 minutes. The next ingredient is a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Mix it well. Next, I'll add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and just a pinch of salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. And make sure that the baking soda is completely mixed into the batter. Make sure that there are no lumps of baking soda. Next, I'm going to add the flour, the whole wheat flour. I'll add 1/3 at a time and fold it into the batter. So make sure that you don't over mix the flour into the batter, or else you will end up with a very tough and rubbery cake. Just fold it into the batter. Don't over mix or try to beat it. the final 1/3 of the flour. While adding, just save about 1 or 2 tablespoons of the flour. Then just fold it into the batter. Add the chopped almonds and raisins and save some of it into the flour that I saved earlier, and just mix it so that the almonds and raisins are coated with the flour. So this prevents the raisins and almonds from sinking at the bottom of the cake. Now I'm going to add this, and I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, which is optional. Mix all the ingredients very well. So now it's time to pour the batter into the baking tray. So I have poured all the batter into the baking tray and spread it evenly. Over this, I'm going to add a few raisins and almonds. I'm going to bake this cake at 350 degree Fahrenheit or 180 degree centigrade for 50 to 60 minutes. Alright, the cake was baking for exactly 1 hour, so let's see how it looks now. So it looks done from the outside, but if you want to check it whether it has baked completely from inside, just insert a cake tester or a clean knife and see that if the knife comes out clear like this, it means that the cake is completely baked. Now I'm just gonna lift it from the baking tray, so it makes very easy if you use this aluminium foil, and it's better if you let it cool completely. The cake was cooling for about an hour. It has almost completely cooled down. I'll just cut it and show it to you how it looks. So this is how the banana cake looks. It's very nice and soft even though it was made with whole wheat flour. And it smells amazing with the flavor of cinnamon. You can just cut it into slices and store it. It stays good for almost a week because it is made with oil. And you can even refrigerate it and it stays good even in the refrigerator. So if you store it overnight, it tastes even better the next day because the crust will have softened and it will become even more soft. So you saw how easy it was to make banana cake at home. Please do try it. Everyone, including kids, will love it. It is a nice snack to eat during the evenings, and it's also a healthy alternative for kids. Instead of store-bought cakes, you can give these homemade cake made with natural ingredients with no artificial flavoring or colors. If you like this recipe, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel to keep track of my future videos. Until next time, it's bye from me. Thanks for watching.